It's Alex. I decided to subject myself to the torment of actually having to listen to the Eminem album again, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Gras, a real, masterpiece that's come out from the genius mind of Marshall Mathers in big 2024. At first, when I listened to this album, I'm like, this is shit. This is just rage bait, all right? I'm mad. I'm Gen Z. I'm pissed that Eminem would say all these evil, rotten things to the public. And I really couldn't handle myself. I think I'm just gonna go track by track here with my thoughts and opinion. So the first song, Renaissance, I did not write basically anything. It's good. It's a decent intro. It's nothing special. I'm not gonna remember this song 4 years from now. Maybe next year I'm not gonna remember Renaissance existed. I'm gonna be like, maybe I'll randomly see The Death of Slim Shady, be like, oh, cool, whatever. Habits. This song is horrible. This song is so corny. This is like the epitome of this album. This is like the peak of Eminem thinks he's like cool and funny and can't fuck. The hook is bad. It sounds random. There's no reason for the hook to be on this song. He could have just like rapped for 3 minutes and let it go, but no, he had to have a weird hook from Walmart T-Pain on there. Yeah, his rapping doesn't sound bad, but he's so corny. When he's like, which R word should I use? Rape or retarded? Really? This is the peak of your career right now. Also, man bitch to Bruce Jenner. This is just rage bait. Pronouns, rage bait. The sound effects are bad. He has one good flow, one good verse. And he also compared himself to South Park, which is a bold comparison. South Park, I feel like, is satirical. It's purposeful with the comedy, and it's good satire, right? Because dark humor, funny. His is just millennial. Fuck you, Gen Z. I'm going to use the R word now. Really, really special stuff. Trouble. This is a 40-second song, right? It's not an interlude, just a 40-second song. You are thinking to yourself, this is surely not necessary for the album. And you would be correct. Trouble is not necessary for the album. It is not a good song. It is just rage bait. It just says a bunch of dumb shit. And it also sounds horrible. It's like painful to my ears. It's not like he says dumb shit over like a good beat. He says dumb shit just... That's what he sounds like. Fucking so annoying. Next, Brand New Dance. This is the Christopher Reeves song, that he didn't release on Encore because Christopher Reeves died, but now he's releasing it. The Slim Shady, he's back. Obviously, he has to release this song. The beat isn't bad. Beat's getting a little too much hate from Just Teddy. The goofy, spooky sound effect in the middle of it is not good, though. It's like something out of Haunted Mansion, and I'm like, why is this here? His flow is nice. Because it's not a modern Eminem song, so he's not doing the Caitlyn Jenner's mentioned again, so counter. The Christopher Reeves voice at the end where he's like mocking him, like, sure, you're being edgy, I guess. Would old Slim Shady do that? No, old Slim Shady wouldn't do that because he literally did not release the song. I feel like he's just like rage baiting again. Evil. This is the song with the really bad flow. Shut up. That's like top one annoying Eminem flow. I said it's a boring song. Oh, he starts talking about gay people and Caitlyn Jenner again. Caitlyn Jenner mentioned again. Bing! Really creative stuff here. This song has so many annoying flows. It's so annoying. And then there's this lyric about necrophilia. He does mention Johnny Walker, sipping Johnny Walker
in the war
room. All You Got, the next song, the skit, not needed. Skip. Let's move on. Lucifer. Do we really need to mention? Cancel culture for the gazillionth time. Now, the hook doesn't sound good. The hook is also like 10 seconds. It's like slapped on there for absolutely no reason. Just like, here's a tiny little hook that you will not remember and you don't care about, but it's there anyways because fuck you and your ears. You're welcome. More bad flows. He had some good moments, right? The Candace Owens stuff, the flow was horrible, but that was hilarious. Candace Owens I don't like Candace Owens. He had a good flow somewhere. Also, he finally did the Columbine reference. This is like, if you're a rapper, this is like your initiation into the rap game is making a Columbine reference. Think of any rapper. Boom, you thought of one? Definitely referenced Columbine before. He does like doo-doo lyrics, and then he makes fart sound effects? Why? Why do I need to be hearing doo-doo? Shut up. Shut up. This is not necessary for my ears. Yeah, okay, he talks about PC rage bait, PC police. Like the politically correct police is rage bait. There's no PC police. You're just feeding into like this like conservative millennial whatever. I mean, like they enjoy it, I guess. But it's just like disappointing coming from Eminem. Like, really? That's what you're spending your time doing. And then he's talking about hurling horrible slurs when the only slur he says is just retard over and over again. Like, you're not doing anything special. You're just saying the same thing over and over again. It's not horrible slurs. Like, I feel like if you're really gonna like dig into the death of Slim Shady concept, he could have said way worse stuff. He treaded the water here, you know? Lean into it, Eminem. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be worse, right? But fucking whatever. Grow a pair. Next song, Antichrist. I didn't hate this song. It was decent. Decent flow, decent beat. There are a lot of things on this song that are just ruining it. There's a large paragraph that I wrote here. I'll get to the good stuff of this song. He says some things that Slim Shady should be. Like, I could suck my own dick better. That's funny and absurd. There's a bunch of stuff. Talked about Gen Z, PC police, pronouns. It's rage bait. And I'm not mad. I'm just like, really? Oh yes, he compares himself to like Nas. And I'm like, okay, buddy. You versus Nas modern day. It is not a close gap. Not close. Megan and Nicki Minaj scissoring. That's a lyric on this. I guess it's absurd. He has like an obsession with Megan Thee Stallion on this album as well. Actually, just a lot of like black women on this album. So I don't. What's up, Eminem? Candace Owens, Nicki, Megan, and Lizzo. It's like mention those four. Christopher Reeves. That's not a black woman though. The hook is annoying, and he also does rap fast equals good. And there's this lyric, talking dog, Family Guy. Really creative there. This guy at the end of the song, I don't know his name, and he's talking about Bruce Jenner and Megan Thee Stallion's like foot incident, and then he uses a slur. He just randomly says tranny, and I'm like, why? You didn't need to do that. That doesn't make sense. Because also, it's like, this guy is not Slim Shady, right? So he's not being edgy. He's not being satirical. He's just being a fucking dickhead. It's just like some random asshole came on this album, said slurs, and fucking left. Then we get into one of the better songs. I'd say this is a top 3 song on the album, Fuel, which Eminem is not good on it. Eminem, it gets annoying. Eminem has a moment where he's like, and keeps alliterating the C, and it's so annoying. JID is on the song. He has like the first minute of the song. The beat could be a little better, but JID nails it. Alright, JID is actually good at rapping quickly. Even though he gets that from Eminem, he's like the only good product of fast rap in this entire like world. My first listen, he saved this. He like brightened my day. He put a smile on my face because I was way less pissed off. And now, Road Rage. This is the one with the Lizzo lyric. He fat shames Lizzo, but it is Lizzo, so frankly, like, if you're gonna go after someone, Lizzo might be the one. She's just a rotten person. But he drags the fat lyrics. He's just start talking about fat people more, like, yo, if you're fat, stop complaining, get your life together. Like, I'm sure that fat people have never heard that one in their entire life. And also, it's like, it's so disregarding to issues with weight. Like, do you understand why some people are, like, overweight? Two Eminem start fighting, so we actually get like the concept of the album, you know, a little bit. Then he talks about trans rights and transphobia and being a transphobe and cancel culture, but over a really annoying flow. So that did get me. That rage bait got me because it also hurt to hear. And then there's another Caitlyn Jenner lyric. Why? The beat on this song is so unbelievably bad. It's like it's not quite comedic because it's not like Wyatt James level bad. It's painful to listen to bad. It sounds like something Dr. Giggletouch would make, and then like add shitty 808s. So Dr. Giggletouch, you know, with his weird stupid shit that he does for fun on TikTok, and then add 808s. So enough. He like does a beat switch, you know, like adds a little more trap beat to it. I don't even know if I can call it trap because it just sounds weird. It sounds like aliens came down from outer space to make this like beatboxing, like squeaky beatbox, like no. Houdini. Finally on the album, he says, guess who's back? You've been back for 9 tracks, and now you're finally back? Conceptually, this song makes no sense being where it is. And as Eminem pushed that this is a concept album, and all his fans are pushing that it's a concept album, I'm going to give you a big no. This should not be this late on the album. The song is popular, but it's so annoying. It's the lead single, right? Because he's trying to promote the album. But that's just what it reads as, a promotional single, nothing else. There's nothing to this song. It's garbage. Abracadabra. From elastic. Guess who's back, bruh? Shut up, please. And then there's more on, like, cancel culture. Sure, I mean, like, we're dragging the same stuff, I guess. Breaking news. He talks about cancel culture again. Corny. No one's canceling you for this album, Eminem. Nobody gives a shit. You're fucking, like, 50. That sounded like I was getting mad. I'm actually getting rage baited right now. But you're 50. Your prime was... I wasn't born when your prime was. I was not born. I was not even fetus. I probably wasn't even a sperm. That was a while ago. It was like 1999 to 2002. It's an important skit though. So whatever. Guilty Conscious 2. This is like the first track where the concept of the album should have just been this. It should have been Eminem and Slim Shady fighting. But I guess it just works for this one song because it helps transit. Does it help transition the album to the end? I guess it just ends this part of the album. That's kind of what this does. More on trans people. More on midgets, more of the R word. This is like a good summary of the first half of that album, more than half of the album. Eminem knows exactly what he can say so people aren't actually mad at him, but he doesn't go far enough. It's just like rage bait. He doesn't go far enough to the point where it's Slim Shady satire. It's just Slim Shady rage bait, and the concept sucks because of that. Well, the concept sucks in general. Like, this is not good. The satire here, you basically have Slim Shady, right? But he's not saying like absurd things most of the time. Like sometimes he's like, I'm gonna suck my own dick. That's absurd. That's funny. No, most of the time he's just like, cancel culture, midget, R word. So the concept sucks. The satire is poor. Back to the song. They're going back and forth on the song. And then Slim Shady, he shoots. Eminem shoots Slim Shady. Can you believe that? He shoots Slim Shady and he's dead. But then, ring, 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 ring. What? What is that? Who's calling me? Oh, it was all just a dream? Dude, I had this crazy dream. So conceptually this sucks because you've just wasted like 40 minutes of your life. I guess the only non-waste is the music aspect, but from a story aspect, you just wasted so much of your time for absolutely no reason. Eminem said it's a concept album. I'm judging it as such, and because it's a concept album, this sucks even more than it already sucked. It sucked to like 3 or 4 range, but because the concept sucks, it sucks to 2 range because you just wasted my time. That's the real rage bait. And then you go right into the next song, and it's really bad. Head Honcho is horrible. The features verse is not. He has 2 verses. There's one guy who raps in one language. He might rap in English as well, or it's a different person. The beat sucks on this song. I think this is the song where someone growls. And the features are mid, and the beat is horrible. The beat is genuinely unlistenable. Listen to this if you dare. Then Eminem's verse is boring. By the end of the song, I'm bored out of my fucking mind. Because Guilty Conscious 2 also isn't that interesting of a song sonically. And as a storytelling song, it's like boring too. And then you go more boring and hurtful. And then Temporary, which is like complete whiplash. The concept of this song is that Eminem has written a song to his daughter for when he dies. This shouldn't be here. Why am I hearing this? I'm not related to Eminem. Why is this a public release? It's horribly placed on the album because it's right after like a hit, like and also like the first garbage of the whole album. If your monitor is this long, this is how much of garbage you'll be listening to. It's like whiplash from the rest of the album. The sequencing of the back like 8, I think, tracks is really bad. It's not good sequencing. It's a mess. Temporary's bad. It's rare that my ears get physically, like, I feel hurt listening to something. Skylar Grey's voice, like, all the tuning and trash that they did to her voice, it genuinely, like, made my ears hurt a little. And I'm like, please stop. I'm about to take my headphones off. I don't want to hear this. Although the concept is good on Temporary, it is not a good song. Eminem's rapping is da ba 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 ba. And, you know, like, it's Eminem rapping, so you can only expect so much sometimes. It also feels really tropey with the piano and the strings. Bad one. This song I didn't hate. I was shocked. And the hook isn't even bad. It's from Walmart T-Pain, who was on like the second song. The bass is kind of hard. Sorry. Then he does more like Return to Slim Shady type lyrics. Why are they on this song? Slim Shady's dead in the dream. You see what I mean? Like the concept falls apart when you have stuff like Eminem just starting to say like offensive things when you're not on Slim Shady's side of the album. Oh, and then he does a shit flow 3 minutes in. Wait, hold on. The flow is like 50 Cent on Office Hours by Nas. He's like beda bet, spida ben, bada ben, bida ben. Then you have Toby, which Toby is easily the best song on this. This is the one song where I'm actually like, man, this could make my playlist because Babytron's verse is good. It doesn't really sound like he's punching, you know, it's not like a messy punch. The punching sounds like it's natural. The beat backing his part is like, why is this not better? And my other criticism is that Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but me, I got bit by a goat. Really? You got bit by a goat. Big Sean's verse is genuinely fire. The beat in the background, it's fire. Like, I don't know what changed. I don't know what the producers did to this song, but they made it good. Really well produced, well rapped. all around. Eminem's verse is not even bad. Guess Who's Back is not. This is the useless skit. I think it's Dead Slim Shady. Have fun, why is he humming? It's not necessary. It's like a minute of your life that you won't get back. The last song's actually good. Somebody Save Me. I wrote, it's like movie outro music. It's a little tropey in that sense, but it is the outro, so you're allowed. This could have been the whole album. Like, this song's like concept should have been the whole album. The subject matter of the song is like talking about his drug addiction, and he's apologizing to his kids about it. Eminem, that's really sweet. This is a good song. It's not as boring as the rest. I can appreciate this one more because we are more far away from the beginning than we were on Temporary or something. And the hook sounds really good. And then the album ends. So here's my closing thought on the new Slim Shady Coup de Gras. Not a good album. Sonically, the album is not as bad as I thought it would be. Like, it doesn't sound horrible. Like, whoa, this album doesn't pain my ears. Like, Revival, the reason Revival is bad is because it sounds bad and the lyrics are really, really bad. This is not as bad as Revival on that front. He has some moments where it's like fast rap, like really, you need to stop. And the rage bait garbage, not necessary. Like, Eminem has talent. He can do things like Somebody Save Me and Toby. Why are you rage baiting for half the album? It's like disappointing. If I were rating this album based off of the music alone and how it sounds, it would be like a very low 3 out of 10. But conceptually, we are this Eminem push. This is a concept album. He did not lean into like the Slim Shady versus Eminem enough, because as a concept album, this sucks. He gives up on the concept after like the 11th track, ruins the concept by making it a dream. He uses Slim Shady as not satire. It's poor satire. It's just rage bait. Satire is an art. But when it just sounds like you're spewing hatred when you're supposed to be mocking the other side, it doesn't work. Like, you just sound like them. You don't sound like a mocking of them. The concept is a waste. The sequencing of the last tracks is a mess. The last track shouldn't even exist if we're talking concept album, even though they're some of the best parts. So because of the dumpster fire of a concept, this is like a low 2. Like a low 2. So